Hey, gang. So the more we pay attention, the more we're aware and awakened, the more we begin to realize that we're not in this journey alone. That the universe, on purpose, continuously sends us certain people in our paths. It sends us down these journeys where there are other footsteps in the snow for us to follow. And more often than not, we cross paths with people that know other people who made a significant impact on our lives and on our journeys. And we can call them coincidences. Those of us who are awakened like to call them serendipity, synchronicity. But just know there are no coincidences when it comes to the people we encounter on our journeys. Whether we realize it or not at the time, everyone who crossed paths with us, well, they crossed paths for a reason. And with social media, like Facebook or Instagram or whatever, we can see the connections that we couldn't see with our own eyes. You meet a complete stranger, and then you happen to mention a name of somebody you were talking to, and then you find out that that person is really good friends with them. And then you look on social media and you find out you have 44 mutual friends or acquaintances, contacts. I see it all the time. I saw it all the time in the business world when LinkedIn became popular, and all of a sudden people are like, I didn't know you know him and her. And we need to pay attention to those things, just like we pay attention to the footprints in the snow. Figure out the reason that these people come into our lives and our journeys. They're breadcrumbs or footprints or whatever you want to call them. The synchronicities are meaningful. We learn very quickly that each of us are the common denominator. The common denominator. Does that make sense? The common denominator. But why? Well, that's for each of us to figure out. Because each of us are on a different journey. We're navigating somewhere, right? But it's very cool. And don't act so surprised. And don't be just pointing it off as like, this is crazy. This is sick. This is impossible. No. Everything is possible. And everything does happen for a reason. You get that, right? It took me a while. I was the one that acted the most surprised. I was the one who used to scream and shout like this is impossible. Then I started to connect the dots. That's what it's about, my friends. Connecting the dots. When we start connecting the dots, that's when life reveals its purpose. That's when the soul kind of tells you, these are your people. These are your people. Some say it has to do with our past lives, that we constantly run across the same souls, one life after the other. That's possible. Others say it has to do with more about energy, which I get. You know, they say misery loves company. Well, people that put out negative energy, I've said it before, they attract more people with negative energy. And they enjoy being around those people that have negative energy. They sit around the campfire. They don't go camping. But they consider, let's imagine, They could sit around the campfire and bitch and moan about all their defeats. On the same token, the positive people, the people that put out the positive energy, the people who do more good in this universe than harm, the people who just want everyone to live well and prosper, the people who are looking to just change the universe one soul at a time in a good way. Well, those dots connect like you wouldn't believe. Don't act surprised. It's happening all the time. We just are not aware. It's always happening. The point is, pay attention to the footprints. Follow the paths of those who travel before you. Pave the way for those who have to travel after you. Peace out, my friends.